Hey everybody! It is Amanda Balcazar. This will be my second video here for you guys. It's been a little over a week and there's definitely some exciting things happening, so I wanted to come on and not only answer some of the questions that you guys had from before, but give you an update as well. So as you can see, I put in there that we actually got tiered up to level or tier 1000, whatever you want to call it. We call it T-1000. So we do have 1,000 slots available, which means that we have 20 submissions a day. I'll share a little bit with how we're dealing with that now. And that was crazy exciting because we had been sitting basically qualified again by the standards that we think Amazon has for about 10 days at this point, because this happened last Thursday. And so again, needing at least the 500 sale mark and at least 80% submissions. So we were there. We were actually right at maxing out. So we were gonna start, deleting some old junky stuff from when we first started, because we really haven't even really hit anything that has been taken down yet, because even though we really weren't putting up that many designs in the beginning. So anyways, on there it says we tiered up to Tier 1000 in 111 days. So we're really amped about that. We've been trying really hard to really push and be serious about this. And so we're actually hoping for one more tier up. That might be pushing it a little bit, considering everybody was thinking that it was gonna be frozen for the holidays. But we would be on the verge. In about another week, we would be at qualifying to be able to tier up. So let's keep our fingers crossed. I know some people are really wanting that, so that'd be awesome. But I'm gonna get into some of the questions that you guys had originally. And one of the things that somebody asked was, do we have a lot of designs that are selling or just a few that have taken off? And we actually have a lot of designs that are selling. We don't have any hero products. Some definitely do sell more than others, but we really have a wide spread. Right now, as of today, we have just over 600 live. And I use the 10x analytics tool. Shout out to the Jersey guys over there, Merch Empire, because I use their analytics tool to get these stats. So we're selling 172 different ASINs. So that's actually, pretty good, because we just started uploading our 20 submissions a day. So before we're back at 10, but been maxing that out because that's what we're committed to. So that's been stretching us a little bit because we are doing it ourselves right now. And we're not doing a bunch of scaled designs just yet. When we do hit something, when we do see now that we have some slots to play with, when we do see that something starts to sell, we definitely are thinking about variations. But out the gate, I've probably done maybe 3 or 4 scaled type designs. And we didn't hit anything with them. So it just makes me want to, try and learn the market a little bit more, get a little bit better at our research, figure out what design elements are really working. And so we've kind of been spreading it out a little bit. I'm still not uploading I'm not uploading every shirt to premium. Once we have more slots, I guess that can totally be like a no-brainer. But the ones that do sell, or the ones that I'm confident will sell, sometimes I will upload those. And right now, since we have 20 uploads a day, I'm actually putting, kind of reserving those slots for days that I just, can't really think of anything. Or if I have a day that I'm busy, and I'm not going to be able to design, then I can go in and pick some of our old shirts that we can upload to premium because they're already ready to go. So, okay, let's see. Now, what are our percentage of evergreen trends or holidays? So I don't think that our evergreen stuff is, I really haven't found a good spot in evergreen. There is one niche that we went very, very wide, lots of different variations, and that's doing well for us. But really, it's just one that's doing well for us. Now, the trends and holidays, right now, I would say today, almost every single one of our shirts that have sold is either around the holidays. Yeah, it was really all around the holidays. I don't think, and that was something that I was, looking at today. I'm like, gosh, when Halloween's taken off and it's awesome. I'm like, when Halloween, runs out, obviously we're going to be having some Christmas stuff and still trying to work on trends. But I'm like, I hope, sales don't completely fall off a cliff. I mean, we don't have a ton of Halloween stuff up there. I've been trying to really focus on, that. There's Christmas, some Thanksgiving stuff. So I do think, though, when looking at percentage of what you want to do and say, oh, well, in the long run, you want a lot of evergreen stuff. Well, if you're continuing to put fresh stuff up, I just keep thinking about this, like, I have 20, in 5 days, I could fill 100 designs. If I wanted to dive deep into anything, or if I find anything that's hot, or, just keep staying and keeping fresh, shoot, in 5 days, I can throw up 100 different designs in, one of those categories. So I'm really not super concerned with thinking that I need to find a bunch of evergreen shirts that'll last forever. Of course, that'd be fantastic. But I really think it's key to stay fresh and to just continue to do stuff and think a little bit, 60 days down the road. So now, are our sales organic, or are we doing marketing? I would have to say 95% organic. We're trying marketing, but we're not having any crazy success. We are dabbling in some AMS stuff, some really low stuff. They gave us $100 to start, and I blew through that like ridiculous. So now there's, low spend each day, and we're really trying to figure that out a little bit. Again, not a lot of success there at all, but we're not spending a ton because you can cap that. So we've been dabbling a little bit with Facebook stuff, and, I've actually had some people that I've been, seeing messages or posts or whatever, and it doesn't seem like, anybody has a really good handle on that, that I know of, or that is sharing anything really about having success with Facebook either. So again, still dabbling. That's what marketing is. I think that's why I actually did, my degree was in marketing in college, and I hated it. And I think that's why, because there's not like a right or wrong answer. Like, there's so many different factors, and you really have to just dig in and, try and see the big picture, and play around with it. So, like I said, frustrating for me in college, but it's kind of fun for me right now. So, let's see. What do we use to find new niches? Just this morning, I had a little bit of, just kind of like a block when I was like going to be doing some designing, and we have this sheet with a bunch of different ideas on it, and I'm like, I think it's really important, like, we need to kind of come together, and yeah, we have 20 slots, but I really want to put up 20 shirts that I think will sell. I don't just want to throw something up, and I definitely don't want to throw something up just to see what'll stick against the wall, and then have, and then also throw it up in premium, or just change the color of the font, because if it's not something good, then, I'm wasting 2 slots. So, taking each evening, and this is just for right now, I don't know, this is obviously going to constantly evolve, but, taking a little time at night, 15, 20 minutes, and talking about it with my husband, because we definitely have different views on, what it would be good in the market. But he comes up with some amazing ideas, and I think that when we both agree that something is a good idea, I think that those are some really solid designs. But even then, stuff surprises me. Stuff that, he gives me, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, I can throw something up there, and he feels really strongly about it. And it hits, and I'm like, okay, that's what people like, you know. So we're still learning this because we have no experience, you know, with designing t-shirts or anything like that. So let's see. Oh, the programs. So, you know, definitely we're using Merch Informer. And we use it in a pretty basic way. You know, now my husband actually does pretty much all the research for that. So if he wants to pop over here, he's actually uploading some shirts to here, but if he wants to pop over real quick and fill that in for what you kind of do with the Merch Informer right now, and even if it's just keeping it simple. Oh, there you go.
Hey everyone, John Belkazar. So as far as research and Merch Informer, really I have two approaches. The first is just looking at what's selling as far as the top 1,000 and both ranks, the 0 to 100,000 and 100,000 and above. I know they say to avoid the 0 to 100,000 stuff because it's too competitive, probably too many designs already in there, but it's a good place for ideas, especially if you can take something that's hot and kind of make it your own and approach it from a different angle, or maybe add an element to it that will put it within a sub niche. And then focusing on 100,000 and above, I think that's a little bit better of a space, especially for people that are just getting started in that 200 to 500,000 rank, because you're not going to find as much competition. There's just a lot of variety there and a lot of things that you can run with and make your own. As far as other places that I'm getting ideas from, it's really just a matter of keeping your eyes and ears open to the world. Facebook obviously is one. You know, when you see a bunch of different people reposting stuff either from the news or from politics or from sports, you know, that's giving me ideas. Just doing some basic searches, you know, go to Google and Google the word trending hashtags, and there's 3 or 4 different sites that'll really give you a good breakout of what's happening, you know, today, during the week, for the month. You can get ideas from that. And then, I don't know, that's really it. And then, you know, looking at other t-shirt sites. I mean, I do that too. You know, a lot of these other PODs, print-on-demand sites, they have their own little link for their best sellers. Click on that and start looking through that, because, you know, a lot of times you're going to find stuff there that's, for whatever reason, not showing up or hasn't made its way to Amazon merch yet. And that's a great place to really grab something that nobody's found yet and run with it on merch. So I think
I'm gonna keep you for one more.
No.
Just because, yeah, you sneak up in. Just because it's totally you. The next question is, how do you write your title and bullets in your brand?
So, you know, we've been doing Amazon FBA for a long time now, for I think almost 11 years. And we've done private label products. I've created my own bundles, my own individual products. So I've really studied the whole optimization and what works and what doesn't. And I'm a firm believer in using the information that Amazon gives you. And what I mean is their predictive search is pretty accurate as far as what people are searching for when you've got a particular keyword or niche or topic that you're trying to rank for. So sit there on the search bar and just start typing, and you'll see the stuff start to fill out, and they're giving you the stuff that people are searching for first, and then run with that, and then you can start getting at least a framework for your title, because usually it's only going to be 3-4 words. And you don't want to keyword stuff, and you definitely don't. I see this all the time, and it drives me absolutely nuts. These titles that make absolutely no sense because people just are throwing words in there that they think people are searching for. And once again, I firmly believe that unless they're doing some sort of marketing, some high spend marketing or driving traffic from outside of Amazon, those searches are not going to naturally come up. Those searches are not going to naturally come up in the search. Put in phrases that people are actually looking for, and then plug in keywords around those phrases, but make it a legible title that people would read and be like, oh, I know exactly what this shirt is about. And same thing for bullet points and for your description. Once again, not the place to be keyword stuffing. And I really hope Amazon swings the hammer on the people that literally just, put dad, mom, grandma, Valentine's Day, Easter, and all this crap in there that just drives me nuts, because it's doing nothing to improve the catalog. It shows that they're amateurs that don't care to learn the proper way to set up listings, and hopefully down the road there's a way for them to be found and penalized or taken down. Once again, have the keywords in mind that you want to use, that you haven't used in the title and the brand. The brand is another great place to put keywords. One of the things that I've been doing is I've been using the same brand. I know you'll hear from some people that say don't do that because people will be able to see all your designs and this and that. I don't care. I don't have one brand, but I do keep my niches together within brands, and I use very relevant keywords within that brand. So because I know that does contribute to the keywords that Amazon uses to rank you. And then what I've been doing is, one of the things that you may or may not know is when someone finds your shirt on their mobile, which obviously more and more people are doing mobile shopping, the first thing that comes up is not your bullet points, it's actually your description. And in my opinion, probably 99% of the shirts out there, you don't need more than 2 bullet points to get the keywords that you need in there. So what I do is I either take 1 bullet point or both of them and make that my description, because that way when people are searching for shirts and coming up with one of your designs up on their phone, then they're going to be able to see right away what the shirt is about, versus some of these people that I see that put stuff about their company and this and that. No one cares. Trust me, after a long time doing this, no one cares about this or that, or they'll gloss right over that. But if you do some quick stuff about what the shirt is actually about, they may actually take the time to read it. So I hope she doesn't have any more questions for me, because I don't like doing this. So good luck.
Well, he actually told me before I did this that he would jump in if the questions were pertinent to him. So next time I'll just make up the answers. So, all right, and we haven't been doing FBA for 11 years. I'm not sure when it's actually been around for that, but we have been Amazon sellers for 11 years. So we started as merchant fulfilled, which is crazy. I can't believe we did that. Oh my gosh. So, anyways, all right, do we design or outsource? I do all the designing currently. We will definitely outsource at some time. I think I'll be able to continue to run through these 20 a day. Once we get to 40 a day, we'll see, because I do know there's other ways, if I'm doing premium, if I'm doing different, colors and stuff. I mean, obviously the unique designs are dropped down, and I'm really trying to, at that point, be able to scale and use the same designs, but niche it down. So trying to get my head wrapped around that and kind of get into practice with that. But trying at this point to find out what shirts are selling first, and then scale from there. So we'll see. I think, again, right now I'll be able to hold it down, maybe the next tier, but probably after that, once we get to tier 4,000, I might need a little help with that. So, I think, okay, prices. So when we first started off, we just wanted to tier up. We just wanted to get out of those lower tiers. And so I ended up, some of the prices I started off right at the $11.54 mark, especially when, if you guys watched my first video, you knew that I was offering to do some to have some local people get some, t-shirts like requests for small businesses and stuff like that. And so I kept the prices really low. Some of them were right at the $11.54. I wasn't cared about profit, or caring about profit. And then, I started, once we got up to, I think past the 100 tier, once we hit the 500 tier, I started all my Anvil at like $13.99, and then premium at like $15.99 or something like that. But now, so I was doing that, and I really don't know. I'm sure it does have impact. I mean, that's one of the big things with Amazon is people can sort by price and all that kind of stuff, and people are price conscious. So with that said though, I did, once we had a little bit more breathing room and we were selling more regularly each day, and we were making sure that our sales were exceeding our submissions, because again, my main thing is I always wanted to make sure we hit our sales before we maxed out on our submissions. So once I did that, I bumped up our prices, and so now all premiums I list at $19.99, and then our Anvil at $16.99. So that's just, at this point, that's just kind of what I picked. And sales are going well on both of them. So it's nice to actually be seeing a profit with that now. It's pretty cool. But again, in those lower tiers, I would say if you're not outrunning your submissions, if you're maxing out, drop those prices. I think that obviously it would be a factor. How much it plays in the factor, I don't really know. But that would definitely be something that you'd be able to adjust to get more sales. And all right, I'm going to wrap it up with just a little bit of a rundown here, you guys. So like I said, we had hit last Thursday was 111 days. We tiered up to tier 1000. So excited. Hopefully they do one more. Right now we have 916 sales, 49 cancellations. We have 601, he probably has a couple more now, 601 designs live. We've sold 172 unique designs, and we're averaging right around the 20-ish a day, the low 20s a day right now. So pretty consistent, and again, they're pretty spread out. We're selling, different designs. So that is all for tonight, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we will see you soon. Mwah!